when she was leaning over talking to somebody, that's probably who she picked.
Oh. Maybe at the 6 o'clock show. If there is one.
No, definitely not at 6 o'clock. That's too late.
Oh, yeah.
Cold and probably not gonna be here.
Oh, yeah.
The world has one interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Kayla, and I'm so honored to introduce you to these intriguing and majestic animals. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behavior. We hope this Orca Encounter will give you a better understanding of these amazing animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whale. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Now, these whales truly are a natural wonder, and Orca and Makani which helps stabilize them when they swim. It also helps them regulate their body temperature. There are no bones and muscles inside, which is why you may see it curved. The flippers on either side of the body are called pectoral flippers, and those are mainly used for steering and stopping. Each one has 5 bony digits inside, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes, and that's the killer's engine. It can propel them up to speeds of 30 miles per hour, which could be as fast as some speed boats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Killer whales often use body language as a form of communication. A pectoral slap may be used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap in order to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they reach. By hopping a couple of ropes, coordinate and get a better view of your surroundings as they hunt. Part of communication that killer whales use in the wild and right here at SeaWorld.
together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate them and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Watch as Orca is going to show a very similar technique right in front of you.
There's the bird one.
Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking unsuspecting seals right into the water. You just saw Ship describe a similar technique that is created with many complex and impressive hunting abilities. The whales have developed around the world. Until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, I have a very brave volunteer that's going to be coming down and feeling the power of those waves. All right, everybody give them a big round of applause. I'm coming down. All right, you guys take a seat right there and then hang on tight. You're going to sit down right on your butt right here. All right, you guys, hang on tight. Let's see. Here comes the Orca. Hold on, you guys. All right. Everybody give them a big round of applause. They just felt that 5-degree salt water. All types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen behind me is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So, how does a whale or reaching this size prey on a whale that size in the wild? It's all because they're the ultimate team player.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Orca be touched and rub their bellies on rocks. They can't. If you see our whales in the sea, it's just like your whales, they're British and London. Whales will also imitate each other in the wild. We see it here where our whales are constantly mimicking and learning from each other. Does have a purpose. In hunting, a tail would be used to stun fish, but today, it's going to keep stunning all of you.
They're doing whatever they want.
They can roll over and choose their tail flukes, which helps with taking a voluntary blood sample. That allows us to make sure they're staying nice and healthy. They can even slide up onto a scale like you see Orca doing in this video. That allows us to monitor their weights. Also obtain breast samples from their blowholes because of the trust relationships we build here day after day. Alright, now I want to introduce you all to a very special whale. Everyone go ahead and give her a big round of applause as she comes up here. Now this is 35-year-old Orchid. Now Orchid was the very first orca ever born here at SeaWorld San Diego, and she is definitely one of our most athletic whales here and has a great personality. Now she has inspired millions all around the world, and I hope she's continued to inspire you all here today. We challenge our whales all day, every day to learn new things to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play help keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive status. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.